Hola. Get my lighting right. ¿Cómo estás? How is everyone doing today? Um, I am having a fantastic day. I want to talk to you guys about something very, very powerful that we have access to immediately. And I know that you guys see me wearing it all the time, and it's copper. Right now, I'm wearing actually two Melchizedek copper crowns, and this one is for our son, well, me and Solution's son, and the energy in it is very, very powerful. It's actually a Shungite copper crown. So even though they have the different colors, it's all copper. And the benefits of copper are so intense. Copper is needed for a person's survival. So you get it through different foods and different things like that. But you can also get the copper directly from the metals. Like I know that you've seen healing bracelets, and this is a Melchizedek T44 triple four copper power bracelet. And the copper bracelets, it helps for arthritis. Wearing copper is it also helps for anti-aging. It helps with your blood cells. I'm gonna actually share some of my notes with you, because I'm always talking about copper, but sometimes people need to hear it, a certain way, like from a book or something, right? Hola, Ranja. Hola, Desiree. Hola, Robert. But copper is an essential trace mineral necessary for survival. Most of the copper in the body is found in the liver, the brain, the heart, the kidneys, and the skeletal muscles. So that means that if you're wanting to give that energy, and you are wearing copper and you are intaking the foods that provide copper, then you are helping the brain, the liver, the kidneys. What else does it say? The skeletal muscles. So by wearing rings and wearing copper bracelets, it's definitely going to help you with arthritis symptoms, and you don't have to worry about arthritis symptoms. And it's did I already say that it's anti-aging? It is anti-aging. So and let me tell you something about a crown. Whenever someone puts their hands on your crown, they are entering your energy system. They're able to block, or they're able to free. You ever seen when people go to church and the priest is putting his hands on the head of the kids, blocking the chakras, block the chakras, because we need you to be puppets. We need you to be programmed, so we're gonna block the hell out them chakras. You don't let people touch your head. You don't let people. This is like a sacred area. So, wearing hats is great, but wearing a crown is excellent. And some people think, oh yeah, I wear a crown because, I'm a queen, da 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 da. I wear a crown because it's keeping me healthy. And this Shungite crown is no joke. I literally have not taken it off since I got it. And it's like I guess I could sleep with it, but during the night I charge it up on an Orgone energy pyramid. So and it's all for my health. I also had issues with my thyroid, and copper is beneficial for thyroid. So there's lots and lots of benefits of copper, and you don't have to, I do want to talk about the copper that I'm wearing, because with raw energy, and you guys know that I work with Orgone energy. So Orgone energy, when you have like an Orgone energy device, the resin that is in this device protects the device from anybody else's energy being touched. So my energy is encapsulated in this, and it's protected because the resin makes it so that you're not going to be able to penetrate your energy in this. However, a metal, a crown such as this one, this has the person who created it. It has his energy in it. So now his energy is open to whatever my energy is. So I'm saying these things because it's really important. A lot of people don't really make the connections when it comes to the things that we correspond with every day, and metals and how powerful these tools are and how they carry energy from one place to another. And that's why certain things that are touched by certain people is completely sacred, and you can't touch it because you don't want to rub off the energy that's on it, or you don't want to impair that energy. So in saying that, you know um the man who created this crown, he is a brilliant man, but he is a healer, and his healing energy goes into the work that he does. And when you receive it, you feel it. And some may feel it a little too much and they can't take the energy. And for some, it is just right and exactly what is necessary. So the energy of the person that you receive, whatever healing tools you have, is definitely important to the products that you get and the products that you receive. So I just wanted to make this video about copper, and I just wanted to definitely explain that although, oh, it looks so pretty, I love it so much, I love it so much, but it's not about how it looks. It's not about status. Oh, I'm wearing a crown because I think this of myself. I mean, what I think of myself is my business. You understand what I'm saying? But this does not define who I am. You understand what I'm saying? So when I wear it, I'm wearing it because there's so much more significance to it than what it looks like. And so right now, the top one belongs to my son. My son is what is known as autistic. And so we know that autism is a neurological disorder. The people that are affected with autism, it is a neurological disorder. So copper helps tremendously. And Lucas has had a copper crown before, one that I made him, and now he is going to have this Melchizedek copper crown that's going to help him with the neurons in his brain. It's going to help him be able to make connections, and it's going to help him heal his body. Copper is a conductor. So when you are utilizing the energy of copper, you have the ability to manifest things because it is the conduit between the ethereal and the physical. So it's a very, very, very powerful conductor, and it's something that's very necessary for our bodies. So I invite you guys to check out, do your own research on copper, what it is and what it does to the mind, body, soul, and spirit. Hola, Miriam. Okay, she said. Miriam says my dad always says that he would go mad if people tried to touch our heads. Absolutely. If people try to, that is your energy source right there. So you only certain people should ever be allowed to touch this area over here. So it's important to protect that. Ranja says, people always asking me to give them scalp massages. Is that a bad thing if I really do energy cleansing? It could be a bad thing for the person receiving it because you have the energy and the ability to be able to put your hands and put an intention into a person. So if they're taking a risk. So that would be a bad thing for someone who does not know. It is a good thing because in your case, you're not going to do anything that's going to harm a person. So, you're doing that with love is what I'm feeling. But, yeah, you don't want, it's just like when you baptize in the Catholic religion, they baptize the child, which kind of never really made sense to me, right? This pure innocent child that comes into the world, and now you got to baptize them of all of the sin, so it was something that as a I grew up Catholic, so it didn't make, I was there in the pews like, what is, yeah, it didn't make sense to me. But when they do that, when they touch, their pineal gland, these people that know about programming and they know what the agenda is to keep people enslaved and to keep people, in a certain state of mind, they know what to do. And it begins when the child first comes out of the womb and they inject them with vaccinations. What do you do you really think that Most High would put a being on this earth, like do the animals, do they need vaccinations? Like, do they, you know what I mean? It's like these are the things that we really have to think about before we start allowing and continuing to allow for things to happen to us and our children. So, but anyhow, anyway, that's it starts at a very young age, and it's important to be able to reprogram yourself and get all of that energy off of you that's causing a person to feel enslaved and sick, and start freeing yourself with natural remedies, natural solutions that have existed on the planet since the beginning of time for us to heal from, for us to use for our benefits. Somebody was talking about stones. Of course, I do a lot of work with stones, but they were talking about stones, and should people pay for them? Like, they get mad at people that sell their products. You're not really necessarily selling your products. You're selling your time. You are selling the fact that you went and you mined some stones, some specific stones that a person is going to need. So of course that's a means to create commerce off of what already exists naturally on the planet. And especially if you're doing it with the right intention of wanting to get the products to people so that people could heal. Everybody doesn't have access to going outside and going to a whole mine of stones where they could just walk around and get the healing. Everybody doesn't have access to that, and it's like all the time that somebody finds a creative way to do something and earn a living, people criticize it. Like people that are readers, and we have tarot readers, we have astrologists, we have all of these different people, clairvoyants, oracles, and then we judge them when they put a price on their time, which is basically what they're doing. You want them to offer their wisdom and their expertise to you, but you wanted to say, oh, but if you were really a person of Most High, you would just be doing it for free. No, the hell I would not. There is an exchange in absolutely everything, and that's what people need to learn. There is an exchange in everything, and it is not even about the product or the thing. It's about the person's energy and their time that is going into giving you a consultation, listening to you, sharing with you, all whatever it is. You know what I mean? And when it comes to products that are made by a person's hand, that is power. That is what the industries try to emulate, but we have it right here in our communities, where we have tons of artists and people and craftsmen that are able to create things that are beneficial for us, but we don't support that because it's like, what is it, homemade? Like, it's like people don't appreciate those things. They don't recognize the energy and the power that goes into those things. But that conversation is for another day. Miriam says, yes, you're right. My dad again said when we got baptized, the cross they put on your forehead was closing off your third eye. I never forgot that. Ache to the ancestors, and ache to your dad. Because this is what it is, and that's why this information sounds so familiar, because it's not brand new. This is something that deep within our souls, we remember what it is. We remember what it is, and so that is how you know what the truth is, because it's like you know it, you feel it. So if you are interested in working with Michael Melchizedek more, you can connect with him here on Facebook. And he is, I don't like to put labels on people. It's important for us to remove these labels from us. It's like, I call myself Sex Energy Goddess 13 because that is what I am. It's like, but I don't, when it comes to the things that I talk about, and I talk about all energies that exist in all cultures, in all dimensions. Some people think that I'm a santera. No, I'm not. Some people think that I'm religious in some way, and some people think that I worship the devil. I mean, the people have all kinds of thoughts, and that's okay, but it's like there's no label to who I am. I just am, and whatever that needs to be, whatever that is for the individual, then so be it. But I know, what I am, and I know why I do what I do. So anyhow, I just wanted to share that with you guys. But what I was saying about Michael is that Michael is definitely a healer, and he likes to connect to the person so it's not like you can just go and order something. So connect with him, and ache, and I will talk to you guys next time. Adios.